Huzzah! Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the stream of Crusader Kings 3, where we are playing as Mordred, previously known as Cedar, I think. But basically we are the daughter of the magnificent Mordred the Wolfslayer, who finally passed on at the age of 86. He clung on for quite a long time, and the world is kind of an interesting place at the moment. Most importantly, England is Morsatruan, and interestingly, Mordwin's brother, Bertolfa, is the Duke of Wessex, married into the Wessex family, and his kids are also Vikings, although at the moment they have an elective system, so may not necessarily take over the Wessex. Actually, hang on. Premier. Yes, Premier is currently the Viking, although their kids are Svitserks, so we may not necessarily keep them. However, there are going to be a couple of kids with that same dynasty, but that's not true. However, we do have a rather large dynasty of our own now, so yeah, 18 living members at the moment within the house. So we are growing. We are expanding. And at the moment, we are in Germany. Currently here in northern Germany, in Hamburg. We just fought a war, interestingly, against the Holy Roman Empire, which seems to be fragmenting a little bit. I wanted to click on you because your current ruler is a bit of an idiot. And yeah, we actually captured her. We had a battle, we thrashed them, we captured her, caused some problems, and we continue to cause some problems. But I think right now our objective is going to be Kiev. We want to try to get over here, not to take the land for ourselves, but to start spreading Morsatru down here to just try to get a bit of a hold on. And then I think we're going to turn our ire back towards Scandinavia. The problem with Scandinavia is the King of Denmark, Old Morsatru, Zealot, The King of Francia, which is actually Norway, but yeah, big Norway, is also a zealous Morsatru, so we cannot convert them. But that doesn't mean that we can't try in the future. So we've just kind of got to let that generation do their thing. They're still in their 40s. They're going to be around for a little while longer. Ooh, Byzantium doesn't look too hot either. Bit of fragmentation going there. But I think what we want to do is try to get Konungard. Maybe also try to convert Novgorod. Yeah, there was a period about 2 years ago in game time where I was like, this world is annoyingly put together. There's not a lot of strife going on, and now civil war, civil war, civil war. Civil war. So, yeah, strife seems to have come to the world. Francia, Scandinavia. Yeah, exactly. Based in Trondheim. The capital of Francia right now is Trondheim. Because, of course, it is. West Slavia is really, really scary. They have 15,000 troops. And also Zealot. But I think what I can do is I can chip away over on this side. So what our plan is to try to get the provisions to basically head over there. Which we might be able to do. I would quite like... What if we moved to Krakow? That would cost us 2,000 just to get over there. We can go via these. So that we can try to get the lifestyles. That is the rough terrain expert, which actually we don't want. I think that was one of the issues that we had with Mordred, is our troops are amazing in the flat open ground, which actually Poland would be fantastic for us because it's all flat. You know what? Let's go ahead and customize this route very slightly. We'll go via you. There is one dangerous spot there, which is the forest, so maybe we'll try to go north of that. And also, we don't really want to go through this, so how about do this? No dangerous at all. We will, however, run out of food. And we're now dodging this. So how about we just go down to this? So then we're at the very edges, at least. Yeah, I think I like that. It was this place, wasn't it, that I wanted to go to? I mean, actually, that's not actually passed through. Yeah, let's go here. Customize the route. Try to go around the edge of this forest. I'm kind of wondering if actually we want to do this. There we go. I like that. It'll cost me 1,700. We can afford that. Let's go! I can proselytize now while traveling. Can I? Maybe. Oh well, we'll do it for the latter part of the journey. Land of milk and fish. Yes, I would love to have some more provisions. Spend a few days. I'm in no hurry. This isn't a contract. Fire and friends. Each night, one fire becomes the hub of the camp's social activity. People coalescing around my inner circle to wag tongues and trade friendly barbs. Tonight is no exception. So we can join in the ribbing of Alexander. I have a 95% chance of making this a positive engagement, so let's do that. Betrothal. Cutie is still trying to marry people. I do not want to marry you. No, go away. This is the King of Cornwall trying to marry me to cause problems between me and England. Not gonna happen, I see through it. It's a ruse. Duke Eric is scheming against my son Bergtor. Who is Duke Eric? Eric of Augsburg. Which is down there. Why are you a rival? Why do you even care? He is in fact my rival. Huh. Relative prowess. Minus 72%. He really doesn't want to fight me. Well, if my camp is too far away from you, I'm going to assume that you're too far away from me. And you're in fact... Hang on, you're at war with the Holy Roman Empire. Why don't I support the HRE against you? Although, I'm rather liking the chaos that this is all producing. So no, I'm just going to stay out of it. I will let him be known. Wow, he gains 100 stress from this? Ha ha ha! Oh, your people are going to hate you. Known murderer. In the dead of night at the camp near Magdeburg, I step out quietly. What was that sound? That's when I see it. Efnoth silently draws closer to my niece-in-law, Sibyl. That's not good. Fascinating technique. Arbitrary. My intrigue increases by 2. Nah, that was the wife of my nephew. So, consider yourself imprisoned and probably executed. Scout for talent, willing follower. Man, come across a man while passing through Magdeburg. He is tentative and glances down as I approach. Greetings, my name is Rastislav Obroditen. I've overseen the loading of carts in Magdeburg market for years. Sure, you can join me. You are definitely not joining as my second, though. No. You're terrible at this job. I mean, you're a decent fighter. I would take you along. Do I not have a second? Ah, I don't currently have a second. Okay, then I will make you my second for 20 ducats. Basically just make you a soldier. And then I will assign somebody else who's actually good at this job to be the second. Like... It has to be one of these two. Let's go with Serenity. Gives you a slightly more all-rounder, although having that higher diplomacy on the second would probably be quite nice. Either way, you're both going to give me +5 to all stats. Let's go with Alof. I can't select you because this is the way. Place. Good. The macabre scarecrow of Dessau. Strolling through the Dessau countryside is not quite the peaceful lark I had imagined. The sky is black with clouds and the farmland fields are deathly silent. That is until we hear the ear-wrenching wails of agony coming from deep within the fields. As we draw closer, we find a man strung up on a post as if he were a scarecrow. From his dry lips and pale skin, it's apparent he's been here for a while. Some of the members of my entourage implore me to cut him down. But is that really my concern? Brutally mauled and one-legged. He's also a bit dull. Prowess -8. What's your prowess normally? 5? No, you're one-legged. Storyteller. Legend spread charms. He may gain fame from travel and hike events to gain access to hike activity. Am I a storyteller? What exactly is causing this? I've seen that happen a few times. I am not a storyteller unless it's one of these. I don't know what's causing this. What is he? An insane opportunist. I'll put him in jail, but I'll just leave him there. At least it's better than dying on a pole. Slapped him in the last war. Did I? Language barrier. It seems that our caravan has become a little lost in these foreign lands. Gisela has been trailing us around Rebadol for hours, though she's swallowed her pride and asked for directions. I can certainly try. Success. Speaking of which, what languages do I talk? Norse and Greek. Where are you from? Godaialic. Where's that from, though? Not sure. Oh, Gaelic. So Irish. No, Scottish. What languages would I like to speak? How many can I speak total? 10! I can speak even more than Mordred. He could do 9. Okay, we need to get learning. 47 already. We've been wasting time. Wait, was he a rival? No, not a rival. Oh, do you mean the Duke? Yes, that's possible. That's why he's a rival. I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I understand what you mean. Can I refill this? No. Carry on. Wait, we arrived. Where are we? What's happening? Who are we? We are here. Hired muscle. Hunt criminals. Passage of arms. These are all ways for us to make a decent amount of money. Aldrich just died. Okay. Well, hopefully his last few days in jail were a bit more comfortable than dying on a pole. Let's do the hired muscle. It's a good way to make cash. And now, before I forget, proselytize. There it is. Accept. Let's just get on with it. 49. Wow, Harold. Prowess, strong. Scheme, agent, aptitude, trait, giant. So because he's a giant and berserker. Impressive. Wait, he's a strong giant berserker. That guy is terrifying. Am I excited for the nomads? Ish. I'm excited to have them on the map. I don't know that I'd necessarily play them very often. Although I did have one fun game as nomadic character. Saber. Saber something. He became the immortal head of his religion. That was a fun character. Saberbane, that was it, yeah. Growing up, mother, begins my son Berktor as he marches upon me. I've decided that as I am now a man, I wish to have my own tent. To prove it to me. He has a 25% chance of succeeding. I think I'm just going to be arbitrary and say, fine, whatever. $88. 100. So, execute the scheme. Done. Okay, that's that one done. Passage of arms, hunt criminals. Oh, Ruthenia is really big. If I can get Ruthenia, maybe Galicia, Volhynia to split off. What was the other bit of this? Oh, higher quality artifacts. No, I think because we're doing such a militaristic thing at the moment, it's probably a good thing that we went military. Maybe it was a little short. A little early. Okay, you will pay me 58 ducats to do a passage of arms. Sure, I will do that. Perform a play. It'll take a couple of days. I did the wrong thing again. Oh no, actually this is going to be really fast. We gain 30% per phase. And each phase is like 10 days. Martial perk, nice. I'll go for the Chivalric Dominance for that 75% increase to Knight effectiveness. I now have a 233% Knight effectiveness. And my Knights are no bloody joke. We've rebuilt our military standing, that's for sure. 79 is apparently the maximum. I cannot complete it until I have 5. Okay. Well, I guess we try. Fingers crossed. Success. Good. And we'll head home. Stand with us. Chieftess Lucia fighting against the 15,000 with 100. Yeah, don't think that's going to work. I now have an 86% chance of inspiring. That's good. That's pretty inspirational. And we are back in the tribal area, so I can only do this through provisioning. But seeing as there are some really good contracts around here, I'm fairly happy to continue just doing these contracts. Plus, what I can be doing is cashing them in for more provisions. Users. Okay. Let's do another passage of arms. Actually, let's go hunt the criminal. With my crazy amount of combat skill, I should be able to just take this out in one fight. This is fine! Travelling through these sometimes harsh environments that has invigorating effects, and at least my state of mind and vigour. As I glance at Cholfstilfler, however, it does not appear that he is doing quite as good. So I can try to cure him myself. I have a 20% chance of succeeding. Or I can just tell Elian to do it. Let's just do that. We have a really good doctor. Let the doctor do their thing. Bring me her head! How good a fighter are you? 10? Have it thee, hag! With my 44 prowess. For a few brief moments, Vlasta and I pace in lazy half-circles, each waiting for an opening. I heft my Norse sword, ready to defend myself, while she clutches her axe firmly to hand. Only one of us is walking away from here today, and I intend it to be me. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. Unexpectedly, Vlasta manages to swing a vicious kick for my shin, momentarily hobbling me. Is that the best you've got? You can't even hit me. Time and time again, I backpedal, dodge, and weave, always keeping just within tempting target distance. Soon. Vlasta showing signs of exhaustion. Vlasta surges forwards, forcing me back with a quick slash before bringing in a high kick to the chest. I almost topple. My form is excellent, with little chance of a mistake, and Vlasta's stance is passable. Legendary technique. Hell yes! I do my best to recall the legends in the spur of the moment and try to heft my sword as the heroes of old. It's enough for a solid blow against my surprised foe. Spotting an opportunity, Vlasta lunges forwards and headbutts me hard in the face. I reel backwards, wrong-footed. My form is excellent, and Vlasta's is failing. Let's do this one. My sword makes a quick slash one way, only for me to draw a fresh dagger with my offhand and lunge at Vlasta as she attempts to parry. Vlasta! Screams my opponent, whirling her axe furiously all around and around and near me. My form is excellent, and her stance is a disaster. Confidence is half of any fight, and I throw out a fluidly quick slashes with the confidence of a seasoned expert. When I judge the time to be right, I switch up a pattern with a surprise side swipe that takes Blaster right in the belly. The strike hurls my foe back with something red and vital looking, sliding limply out of the new hole as she topples to the ground. Goodbye, Blaster. Thanks for the cash. The Holy Tree! Hey, it's the Dancing King. I am told that nature is venerated here in Radabul as an extension of the will of the gods. Fascinating. I am a wise woman. Excellent, that's even more learning. Ah. I think it's probably time for a passage of arms, don't you? Oops. Let's do Scout for Talent and Proselytize. Let's go! The Haunted Manor. As we walk down the hall to the manor of Slaney, the local landowner Radamil turns to me. They say this part of the estate is haunted, my lady. I hesitantly look around. The hall is a bit darker than I would have expected, candles flickering at their posts. When we stop at the old dining hall, Radamil turns to me again, this time with a grin. Would you like a tour of the haunted manor? Oh, intriguing. We're walking down a dark and deserted hallway. The few furnishings we come across are all covered with sheets, adding to the ghostly atmosphere. Was that That's... I hurry to catch up with the entourage. Radamil turns to face us, squinting as he utters the word. And through here, my lords and ladies. What's over there? I fumble in the darkness, doing my best to ignore the slight sense of panic that the darkness evokes in me. I hurry through the next doorway, trying to find the group. Suddenly a large, dark shape comes swooshing down on top of me. I let out a shriek of surprise. When I come to my senses, I find the group standing in the room I just entered. Radamil has trouble breathing through the laughter and points at me. My lady! Did you have a good time? Yes. Yes, indeed. At the edge of camp, my path back from an ongoing poetry competition takes me close to the camp's edge, where the shouts and screams of children at play draw my attention. Bergthor is leading several others, climbing a lone gnarled tree standing crookedly in the middle of a farmer's field. The other children have made it much further up, whilst the younger ones dally at the base. After a moment, Bergthor catches sight of me. The boy beams in my direction, clearly hovering between taking his playmates back towards the camp or pushing on a little further out into the wilds. Go on, get out there, explore. Either a martial or a learning. I'm good with either. And we're going to do the bridge. There we go. This is the balanced one. He's definitely taking that. He's taking that. He's taking that. He's taking that. And the only place that we kind of struggle is prowess and intrigue. Right. Follower, Savestai the Lion. That's a cool name. We are bossing these. Master Bard position has been vacated. That is unfortunate. However, we have two excellent candidates. Let's make Tyranny the Bard. Still cannot scrape the barrel. That's fine. We've already maxed this out, but we need to get to level 5. Another success. Marvellous. And then with that, I think we can basically head back here. Maybe see if we can get some more items. Although we're in the capital, maybe we should go into town. That's probably a good idea. We have loads of cash right now. Anyone of interest? We have the... Why are you in the tavern? Oh, you came with me. Up for recruitment. I was like, why is my kid here up for recruitment? What's going on? So we got MS Bethan von Kter, who's a really good fighter. Strong too. And a hunter. 27-year-old. So you are married already. Okatar of Gilabor. Not as good. And then Herbert von Utrecht. Who's a pretty good fighter. 29-year-old. How's your husband doing? He's here. And he is also unlanded, so I think technically we would get both of them. He doesn't have a liege, does he? No, he doesn't. I think we'll probably take her, because we're effectively getting 2 characters for the price of 1. A Dutch rough terrain expert. Yeah, that's true. What rough terrain? And there is an intriguing figure here, who is another really good intrigue, and loyal. I do like the high intrigue loyalists. And he's a schemer already. He's a trickster. Let's see how much he is. Yeah, I'll pay you 60. How much would it be to get the supplies that I need? 133 for 3,000. That doesn't seem terrible. I mean, we have enough to get a fairer distance, so we could try to persuade him to make them cheaper. Success. Good. Okay, and then with that, can I make it to Conengard? Yes, I could. But you were saying I would have some privation down there. So maybe we want to... What if we go to here? And then what we can also do is customize the route a little bit to go via Krakow. We could even just stop in Krakow for a bit. I think I like that idea even more. Why don't we just go to Krakow? It's the capital of Westphalia. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go! Ah, this is the Kingdom of Polabia. It's split. Wait, no. That hasn't. Why is Polabia? Oh, Westphalia is an empire. Oh! Interesting. Oh, France got independence from Francia. Huh. A cultural fascination. Learn language against bourgeoisie. What language? The Shitik, which is Polish. You know what? Yes, teach me that. A lowly delicacy. On our way through Przemko, we appear to have stumbled on a local food market. Everywhere, peasants and nobles of every culture and tongue clamour around exotic food stalls. Yeah, thickened with fragrances I'd never imagined. I want my boiled bowl of stew. I'm not a glutton though, am I? No. No, we're going to be haughty. Costs too much. $450 martial lifestyle just visiting Krakow. I mean, I guess if it's an imperial capital, that does kind of make sense. Ambush travelers, protect the innocent. That's a prowess scheme. I think we could probably do a protect the innocent scheme. So can I? Yes, I can. Back to 1,100. Courtiers come of age. Oh, Bourgenin has finally come of age. You're a flamboyant trickster. Okay. Should try to get you married off. You're not amazing, so I don't really want to marry you off to one of mine. Let's marry you to Gregorish. Yeah. Not much really. Okay. And while we're here in Krakow, to the pub! Who have we got here? Bruno. Midas touched, but he does have lover's pox. Definitely not hiring you, you may spread it. Zofia, who is not amazing. And Imran, who is even worse. Ooh, you guys are kind of cheap. You know what, I'll get Zofia just to marry you to somebody. Give me a story. Give me some more wit. Done here. Okay, so have I now completed wit? Yes, I have. Got level 1. +1 diplomacy. Yes, you definitely should learn Polish, says Von Ragnar. Not sure how much my ears can take. What do you mean? My Polish is flawless. Hiring cheap workforce in Poland. Classic. Right. I think maybe this one. What's it going to pay? Actually pays a fair bit and a good amount of provisions. Let's give this one a go. Onwards. A curse undone. Eric has died. Womp womp. Oh, that's good, because that means that I can go back to no specific countermeasures. Huzzah! Duke Gothbert has hated me ever since I became the head of King Viking as a consequence of a feud between Viking and von Kempten. Oh, so he took over from his father. Awesome. So it's been an inherited feud, a dishonourable opportunist. Well, in that case, I'm probably just going to need to burn Augsburg to the ground at some point. Huzzah! Innkeeper! Showing some real generosity today. Thank you very much for that. Gifting a bunch of subs, although why am I not getting a list of them? I need to open up. So let's see. We've got Vinsanity, Falcaronir, the Bard of Blarney, Isolated Matrix, and Subbuster. Congratulations on the gifted subs. Courtesy of Innkeeper. Thank you, Innkeeper. Much appreciate that. And Macho, also, coming in with a 53-month resub earlier. Thank you very much, Macho. Last day of the discounted sub bundles in it. Well, thank you very much for that. Okay, protecting the innocent. We are going to not compromise. Animals, thugs, and ruffians. The mayor thought enough to disturb Count Noville's demeanour. The common people of the country are so agitated, I fear they may rise up in arms at any moment now. Those with young families have been rebuking my officers, asking us why we have not protected them. Oh wow, Gregorish is an amazing lookout. Even better than Trenchard was. Hang on. Harold is a 49. We should definitely have him as muscle. Mordred can do that. It's still the intrigue prowess that we're missing. 17 prowess is only giving us +3. Sorry, +13. Intrigue +3, so I think this is just a hard stat to get. don't think I've ever had a dynastic feud before. This is something new. Cool. Ah. Unfortunately, Bushwoosh, Budzewoosh? It was Budzewoosh. Is not around anymore. It is a shame. I was looking forward to him for how to pitch my accent while learning Lettich. That said, no need to cut the study short. I just need to find somebody else to emulate. So we can get Count Wislo, Fiplef Bolzenza, Captain Milosh. Question, who's the most learned? No, no. Maybe. Let's go with Milosh. Arrange betrothal. The King of Denmark. You want to marry Bektora. I'm actually okay with this. Except... Brody learned the Goidelic language, so he has got Gaelic. The pleasant prattle. As we pass through the barony of Ulmush, a jubilant local approaches my entourage. His smile stretches from ear to ear. I discerning is offering a warm welcome, but the finer aspects of the speech are sadly lost on me. Here is a good opportunity to learn some more. 89% chance of success. Let's give it a go. Yeah. And we have enough to execute the scheme. Do it. Do it now! Success. But not an exceptional one. We're at 3,500 provisions now. So you're a 48-year-old ruler with an absolutely massive army. Your kid is a zealot. I don't know how you're being quite so good. You kinda suck. Hybrid culture, Alpine Franconian. Cisalpine and Franconian, are they? Alpine Franconians. Yeah. Republican legacy, hereditary hierarchy, mountain homes, maritime mercantilism, castle keepers, and astute diplomats. Actually, seems like a pretty good combo. Huh. Cool. Good luck. Yes, there is a travel hotspot south of Krakow, that's true, but yes, we have the provisions. Let's see if there's anything else I can do while I'm here. I cannot gather provisions. Let's go visit the tavern again. Imran has not changed. Pieter. An adulterous sodomite who is contrite. He's quite good, though. His wife's also in jail. And then... What? Svetoslav? Svetoslav. Who is bloody magnificent. Welcome to the team. Expensive, but worth every penny. Something else. Supplies. Let's see if I can buy some more cheap ones. Yes. Okay, good. So we should definitely have enough to make it to Kyiv now. We do, easily. And there was a special thing there, there, and there. So this is going to be a bit of a roundabout route, I think. First of all, we go down here. Then we go here. Then we go here. And that's going through a whole host of dangerous locations. Forests, hills, wetlands. Is it worth going up there? Wetlands are bloody nasty. Also, we do in fact run out of food if we go this way. So I think we probably just don't bother with that one. Oh, we've been to Constantinople before with this character. Probably on one of the... Right, I mean, she's the daughter of Mordred, and Mordred went basically everywhere. I think we should get going. So, let's grip the barrel. Well, let's go. Level of Fame. We're now illustrious. Next up is Exalted Among Men. Paragon of Virtue as well. Martial lifestyle. Never back down. 20% less casualties and also +5 advantage. Yes, please. How am I doing gaining the other Hastaluda abilities, by the way? I'm not. I wonder if there's a better way of getting those. Right. What about camp upgrade? Yeah, we can upgrade the campfire. We have sufficient monies to do this. Mordred went everywhere except for heaven. Yeah, that's because heaven came to him. Court outside. Just as we're about to set out, it starts pouring down. Rain, as far as the eye can see. I can't help but curse my poor luck. But I had seen the dark clouds for a while. Let's take a rest. No hurry, it's fine. Nurture. They say the children react more than anyone else to the places they find themselves. It is fortunate for my son Frody that then when he finds himself in the company of the most hardy champions, vicious sellswords, and dogged soldiers that I've ever been able to gather. A fine environment for a young boy to grow up in, one where he seems determined to take its many lessons to heart. +2 learning. You are yourself going for stewardship. You are not very learned. But I think having learning for you would be good. Yeah. Unheard! I got the 4% fail. Damn. I mean, still gain learning, but not as good. Danger! Lord Fair. Gisela is in charge of our food supplies and sheepishly revealed our provisions are now all but useless. Nature will provide for us. 1% chance of dying. Good. I didn't die. Hi, Davidius. And we're in the capital of Ruthenia, which is currently under siege. In that case, we may as well do one of the contracts. Oh, there's some artifact deliveries. Now, the ruler of Ruthenia. Damn it, you're a zealot. And you're only 25. And your heir is the ruler of Novgorod. Huzzah! So what you're saying is I should go to Novgorod. Tyranny against Ingvar. This is a fight I could help you with. You. What's the effect of being a zealot? Basically makes them impossible to convert. The whole reason I came here was to try to convert Ruthenia to Morsatru to turn them against West Slavia. And also because Kiev is one of the holy sites for Morsatru. But that is now going to be rather more difficult. What about the White Rus? You are not a zealot. You're also not very smart. So maybe we start trying to convert the White Rus and Novgorod, and then come down here later once we've established ourselves up here. That might be a better idea. Don't have a huge amount of supplies though to get there. Let's stay in Kiev a little while, though it's under siege, so it's not the nicest place. You're also under siege. Damn it! In that case, let's just do some jobs. Make a bit of easy money. Oh boy, you want to go a long way. How far? I just came from there. Oh, that's mad. You want to come down here? That's fine. See, this is reasonable. Could even come back via Oloshi. Going through the steppe, which is apparently dangerous. How about we then come back to here? It's just as bad. You are very good at travelling. We do at some point need to try to get to Turov. But we can do that when we go north. Catching these down here is good. Visiting battlefields. I do kind of like how this map is slowly but surely like filling in with new interesting locations as the game goes on. That's cool. Like where the kingdom capitals are and stuff like that. The imperial capitals. Okay, so we're going through the steppe. There is a fair bit of danger. I think I'm not going to proselytize for this. No, you know what? I'm not going to scout for Talon. I am going to continue to proselytize because our entire objective is to convert people. And then we'll take the steppe danger reduction. Now we're down to 4 medium and 3 light. Easy. It only cost me 3 ducats. We can do this. This is fine. There we go. Job's done. 80 ducats. Brooch needs repairing sometime fairly soon. So just the lucky rabbit paw. Deadweight. Enough with your incessant whining. I've not eaten in days either, and I don't have the luxury of being carried around like a prince. Gisela slams her fists against the iron bars of Hadmar's horse-drawn coach. We're starving, and that rat is not a waste of our rations. We should hang him and be done with it. I mean, I don't disagree. Hadmar has basically just been chilling in jail for the last long time. It's time. So, Efnoth. Right, you're the guy who tried to murder... Well, not tried to. You did murder my wife's... my nephew's wife. Marshal the Corrupt, who I don't think is going to last for that much longer. Goodbye. There we go. Less mouths to feed. We've gone from 1,180 to 1,179-ish. Inspired followers. Get me some more troops. Language learned success. I feel accomplished. Oh, I should have sent a letter. Oh well. I've heard tell of the military exploits of the legendary Pasheng mercenaries, and passing through Buki, I'm fortuitous enough to come across a highly skilled mercenary commander. Bula touts himself as being the most terrifying warrior of all the steppe and would be honoured to serve. For the right price. And the right price he shall have. 15 ducats. He's fantastic. I'm not negotiating that. Absolutely. Welcome to the team. Oh yeah. And actually, horseman. Oh, just as Tolfster is terrible. You come in. Bula the Pasheng. Congratulations, you're my horseman commander. Good place. Afraid this is now only good. Svitao can become the heavy infantry captain. I want my heavy infantry captain to be excellent. And honestly, the Master at Arms probably should be too. Yeah, because that increases all of my men-at-arms skills. $40-20, currently 30-15. It's 10% more damage. Let's make Svito. Sorry, Freitas. Okay. So how strong am I for engines right now? 161, 10, 66, 18, 5, 49, 27, 45, 39. Those things they do well. Okay, this siege is now over. So we can finally visit the tribal holding. Onwards to the tavern. Okay, so we've got Premislava, who is a forest fighter. We've got Olga, who is a little on the older side. And we have Priyaslav, who is another really good fighter. And he's only 26. And he's only 72 ducats. Welcome to the team, Borislav. I do need more women because I need to start marrying people. So I need to go into my champions. Horse, 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 horse. And unforce the weaker ones. Because Harold still isn't married. Okay. Let's go and do the Instructor of Knights. Wow, that one pays a lot. If we succeed, we very often don't with that one. Let's continue scouting for talent as we go. Though that doesn't seem to trigger very often. Despite the fact that we have the campfire. As I arrive, I am greeted. Yes, let's see these people you want me to train. So there are 3 of them. You have a 19 prowess, 14 combat. Okay, you're not terrible. 4 combat, 16 prowess, 15 martial, 18. These aren't actually terrible. Alright, so let's start with the weakest, which is Grigori. So Grigori was definitely mostly a prowess person. Agree. Follow my moves. Learns a lot. Excellent. Both of you are military engineers. Hmm. $70 to get you an aggressive attacker. Lands on the spot. Good. Then Adonis. Freydis could try to improve his skill by 5 instead of my 4. But a less chance of success. Lands on the spot. All 3 of them. That's an exceptional. Yeah, boy! Love at first camp. Mother, I have a request. Summers Spector behind him. Shyly clinging to the boy's hand looks a gangly Russian youth. Who's, for a 13-year-old, really freaking good. Yes, welcome to the camp. And I would also very much like you guys to give me provisions so I can continue moving around pretty much at will. Thank you. Old age -5 is kicking in already. Oh, jeez. Alright, so. There's not a lot we can do here in Ruthenia while the Zealot's in place. So I guess we either go to the White Roost or we go to Novgorod. I still really want to try to convert this guy if we can. Although, didn't we try? Yeah, but at least 10 years have passed by now. Wow, Denmark's taken Finland. Like that. Norway and Sweden are just straight up Frankia. Will, now that I've arrived back here though, go to the pub. We have Trifon, who is really good at stewarding. We have Bolslava, who's 26 diplomatic. And Theodosia, who is really good at sneakiness, but she's loyal sneakiness. Theodosia, welcome to the team. Harold, I think I found your wife. Just because at this point you kinda have to. Whose kid was Harold? Was it yours? Yes. Do I want to do that? I really want to find someone who's strong and or a giant for Harold. Not 28. Oh, he died. Oh, he died. Hello, strong lady. Harold, I found your wife. My cunning ploy worked because he was so ill. I thought he's not going to last for very long, so we'll introduce her to our camp. He will eventually die, then I can marry to her, Harold. So there we go. Success. Huzzah! I'm too sneaky. And Theodosia would also get married to somebody. Let's try to convert you first. Succeeded. Okay, so you can marry Yatvarder. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Not really doubling down on either of your traits here. But then I don't really have anyone that's suitably sneaky enough. Except maybe Adolgar. The Yatvarder is still only 26. So maybe we do marry you off to Adolgar. Zofia, 35. You accept. And you are kind of bad at everything. Maybe Ghazi? Four, 10, 61, 3, 4, 15, 4, 13. There's a couple of people coming to the right age. I'm going to go for one of the older gentlemen. Volrad. There we go. You sound like Baldric with a cunning plan, but unlike Baldric, it actually worked. Well, if Rollo can spend so much time in Paris, why not the French take over all of Scandinavia? Except it's not. It's actually Norway. Oh, they've moved. Norway that took over France. And then basically inherited the title. King Aldebavi of Frankie, although he has converted to Catholicism. That's not good. That's double plus ungood. Oh, I might need to do something about that. Okay, then... Again? I'm still in Common Guard, yes I am. Well, seeing as there's not much I can do here, can I get to Holmgard in one go? Probably not. No. Food there. I can, however, get to the White Roos quite easily. How about we hug the coast? That's wetlands. How about we don't hug the coast? Terrible place. Stop scouting for talent and deal with wetlands instead. There we go. Let's go. The apple falls. Lately, I've been pondering the education of my son, Frody. His stewardship really is appropriate direction. Since being trained in scholarship myself, I've found that particular knowledge to serve me well. Surely you would do the same for him. I do, however, have another lifestyle perk, so let's get the Household Guard to get those extra knights, and then we switch properly to those. Unless I can get back to Theologian. Anyway, we have arrived. We should go and check out the tavern. Okay, so we've got Svitopelk, who is Hale, good fighter, and a hunter, and a holy warrior. We have Otto von Urtenburg, who is relatively smart. And we have Bojana Teak, who is a intelligent character. Wow, she does a lot. But she is 51, so she ain't gonna be around forever. She's also by far and away the most expensive. I see opportunities for you, Sphere to Pelk.
Huzzah!
Okay, we're done here. Boundary dispute. Before I go any further, no, cannot get more troops. It'd be nice to be able to get some contracts. Unworthy peasants. While I was at the castle with Frody, his attention was caught by a criminal chained in the pillory. Frody lifted his head and made a show of ignoring the criminal begging for water. Good. Make him arrogant. Bossy and arrogant. Bring the child some water, loses arrogant, becomes compassionate. Or callous. I'm actually kind of okay with you being arrogant. Just letting a month or two pass to see if anything of interest pops up. Whose side is whose? You're the one with 1,000 men, so this is not exactly a hard fight you're fighting right now. I can instruct some more knights. I just dislike doing the knight ones because it seems so RNG based. More so than basically any other contract. It's just nothing really of interest here. Yes, I've got the campfire. What upgrades can I get? Libations for the lost, even more piety. Yeah, but I don't think I really want to spend that money right now. Oh, Ruthenia is fighting you. Hang on, this is one that I might want to intervene in. Except it's still 16,000 against 600. And that is the only war you're involved in right now. Too suicidal. I need to wait for West Slavia to just fall apart of its own volition. Keep in mind the King of Ruthenia is a zealot as well. I know. But if I can weaken West Slavia by pushing Ruthenia away from them, that's a good thing for us. You at war with anyone? Yeah, only a little one though. Only a little war. How about you? An even littler one. Alright, well I guess we'll go and settle this boundary dispute then. I really need to get out of this area, it's all wetlands. I definitely do not have the provisions for it. Well, actually, let's see if I can buy some cheaply. I believe those edibles, they're going bad. They were. Quick, get out of here. I have the resources for it. This is not exactly the easiest path. I wonder if I customize this to go over here instead. If that makes it any easier. Not really. This tent's giving us just a flat -20 danger, which is really nice. Okay, this is going to be unpleasant. But I need to get away from Turov. This area is really horrible. Let's go. The wrecked boat. Good start. As we travel by the Pripyat swamps, we notice a man loudly cursing his life and complaining about his traitorous crew. As we get closer, we see him standing in the remains of a small wrecked trading vessel. My lady, can I ask you for a moment of your time? I will happily pay for some food and assistance with repairing my boat. Sure, we can help. For a price. Sickness in the herd. There's no two ways around it. Whether from weather, terrain, overloading, or simple bad luck, some malady has gotten into the camp's pack animals. They moan, they bray, they walk, but it's all going slower and more sluggish by the hour, never mind the day. We can try to treat them. I am very learned, so I'm good at this. Yes, success. Ravine! I hear Nestor shout out in panic. Soon thereafter, I hear a loud cracking sound, like that of wood breaking or of my patience finally snapping. I step on the grass to see the splintered remains of a wagon wheel. My wagon wheel. I'm sorry, my leader. It was my turn as lookout, but I fell asleep at the reins. I guess we'll delay it. But it's fine. We're not really in a hurry. A buzzing scourge. Alexander! It's time to be a hero. %50 chance of getting drained by mosquitoes. What's that do? Health penalty, stress gain. Sorry. Oh, a lot of people just went home. Fun fact, there's a deviant trait option for this event where you tell everyone to undress. Okay, we got there. There are a bunch of new contracts here, so that's good. Hired muscle, tier 2. Stand with us, but that's way over there. Stand with us, High Chieftain Vincenti. Against whom? That one's worth doing. Yeah, I can support you with this. Let's make sure that we scrape the barrel first. Damn it. Cannot recruit with gold still. Raise the armies. I'm taking the command. Good. It's bloody Prussia again. We are really picking on Prussia a lot at the moment. A scheme at camp. Christina is planning on killing Bergthor. That's my son! Oh, you are so getting executed. Bye-bye. I don't know who my spy master is, because we don't technically have one. They're doing quite a good job so far. Alright, we have arrived. Betrothed can be married. Yes. Refil and Bergthora are now married. Oops. He's getting to be quite a good fighter. He does have a martial education. This is going to be the first martial character we're actually playing as. Both Mordred and Mordwin were learning. Maybe when we have a military leader we can go down to Byzantium again. Right, we're at war. I should be keeping an eye on this. 98%. Well, we've basically won. I'm already getting paid. No point taking more attrition. 100%. There's the victory. 140 ducats for basically just showing up. I'll take it. We have a lot of patrons. All of them too far away. Let's go and disband you, so you can just automatically return home. Then I guess we can do the hired muscle. Though actually, stand with us. What's this battle over? Smallland is fighting against the White Rus. $4,000 against 5,000. Small under claim on the High Chiefdom of Visby. Visby is White Rus right now? No, 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 no. That's our hometown. This is a good opportunity to put our stamp on things. Although this is also a good opportunity to take the White Rus' side. I don't like the idea of White Rus owning Visby. No, 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 no. I think we will support Smallland with this one. And of course they have 5k troops right here. Well, Lithuania's in this fight too. Cool. Let's go to Toropets. We can nibble away at the back. No. Shoot. I'm going to take 100 damage just by going here. Damn. Why? No, I guess because I'm going from a sieged location to an unsieged. That's really annoying. Who are you actually fighting? Several people. We've actually already taken Gotland. So I guess we'll go down to Lithuania. I'm really annoyed that we lost 100 men there for no reason. Can any nationality become wandering adventurers or only certain backgrounds? For example, the Norse. I think you can start as an adventurer anywhere, but to elect to become an adventurer, I think you have to have certain backgrounds or religions or traits or something like that. I don't think it's just anyone. The door to my tent opens. Sophia stands in front of me with a subtle bow. She starts. I apologize for interrupting you, my lady, but I bring news of something that may be of your interest. Yes, do tell me what Serenity's secret is. He's a witch. Fine. You should join our religion then. It wouldn't be a problem then. Oh, our army just lost a battle. Elvor has launched Godiric. Right, I was going to try to learn another language. Do any of our people speak Russian? Yeah, Serenity. Actually, a number of people. Alexander. Vyacheslav would be the easiest to learn from. Learn language. I want to learn Russian. 1 month. Easy difficulty. Works for me. Aches and pains. Find myself making such noises when sitting down at the campfire in the evening. In had spare bets. Are you going to sail to Gotland? I think you might be. Holdfast has died. I'll miss you. Day of sorrow. Oak barrel. Inspire those followers. Again! Twice in a row. That's right, you are going to Gotland. I could land in another position in Gotland. How good's the fort here? 3. How long is that? 6 months. How long here? 3 months. Okay. I'll disembark over here. A faithful visitor who is good at fighting. Stay a while and listen. We have 23 champions now. Wow. And a large number of them are pretty good. Come on, siege. There we go. Let's jump into the sea. Jump over here. See what they try to do. How old are you now? 15. When's your birthday? 26th of December. So you just turned 15. A lesson in charity. Ovte brought my son Brody to the market today. Brody was to hand out alms to the poor and the needy, to learn about charity and rulers' plight to the less fortunate. Brody becomes generous. Prefer generous to fickle. Child of my dynasty, Nicanor Emis. Cool. Need grow to be strong and wise. Yes. Oh, 16 days. 17 days. Potential battle in 6 days. That's in 7. 2. In 6 days. That dies in 3. I think I'll just chill here and see if they attack me, which they do. Okay, well, we're in the flatland. I am in command. I'm bloody magnificent at fighting. First wave, I'll win decisively. When their big wave comes in, though, we don't know. We just need to have done enough damage to these guys before these guys come in. Battle is joined, plus 41. Okay. Alright, so all of their specialists except for the Huskarls are countered. Slow this one down a little. See the battle. One to the right. I think we're still going to win this though. We still have a plus 46. We did kill that first army before these guys arrived, and kaboom! I killed the king. Boom! Stack! Wipe! Bye-bye, White Roos. Yeah, don't mess with the Viking army. I'm bloody magnificent at fighting, Mordred. Proof! I have proof! We lost. Five people. 5 people died. It's pretty convincing. Yep. Okay, so champions killed 700 by themselves, which, you know, not too shabby. The Varangians 400, the Horsemen 600, 660, the Bowmen 50. The Bowmen did better than they often do. The Dragina were useless. Huskarls even more so. No, these guys even more so. Yeah, they had a combination of some Viking units here. Maybe mercenaries. The Slaughterer Burst. Yeah, I would agree. That was the Slaughterer Burst. Okay, well we have a plus 50% from combat now. They have 700 dudes left. We can go and besiege Scotland. Well, it has a garrison of 25. Which is still going to take us 3 months. The enemy walked into this trap. Yeah. Just 5 dudes could probably grab a couple more of the nearest pub just to replace those. Yeah, probably. Speaking of which, scrape the barrel. There we go. Replaced. With 20 spares. No, that's per regiment. So we just got 100. So 95 extra. What are the Bretons doing? Becoming Spanish, apparently. But they are also true. Hang on. Hang on. I just spotted something. Where's France? The King of France is also true. Oh! They destroyed the Francia tag. So the King of France is in fact also true. And the King of Norway is also true. Yeah, they got rid of the Christian Emperor and switched back to Morsatru. Fantastic. And Morsatru taking off, although there is a pretty big disease here too. What is that? The Anglo-Saxon pox. Ugh. Do I have any prisoners? That's a good question. I do actually. Ransom? Yes. Still through here. Ooh, children like guardians. We need to fix this first. So, Elvor. Oh, it's the twins. You are rowdy. You definitely are looking like you're going to go for the combat background. So let's give you the guardianship. Oh, I can't because you're all in the army. Okay. We'll deal with that in a minute. Brassus, who can be ransomed. Irslav, you are a zealot. Oh, you're a Aurora kid. yeah. Rassus, 32-year-old. Was Grassus one of mine? Or did I capture you? Imprisoned by me in Novgorod. I feel like you were one of my diplomats. She tried to kill the son. I thought I had her executed. I don't think it was that person. Well, just in case. Bye-bye. It's just for a weak book. Your spouse is a chieftain. It's not like you're without money. So why aren't you going to offer me any? See you, Innkeeper. Always particularly enjoy the CK streams. Thanks, Mordred. You're welcome. Courtier comes of age. Sinvalon. 16-year-old. See if I can get you married. I feel like I can't. Not very easily. There we go. Victory is ours. We're at 75% here. And while we're capturing that, I think I'll probably just go for the capital. At least the Lithuanian capital, not the White Rus capital. What a fantastic victory that was, though. Like, that's a battlefield one should visit. I have a feeling it probably wasn't big enough, but still. Another courtier has come of age. Ah! You're a 16-year-old. You're an intrigue combat 16-year-old. It will convert. You're a godless opportunist. You'll definitely convert. There you go. There's your god. And then we are going to arrange your marriage to Sinwillon, I guess. Although, no, hang on. You're quite good. And you would make a pretty good compliment to Jotvarder. Definitely not matrilineal. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy with that. This one. Oh, I would pass through you anyway, but you're not raiding me, so it's fine. Are you coming to besiege the thing that I've sieged? Familial reflection. I remember the day when I gave birth to my son Frodi and my implacable son. Memories like these bring me comfort. No matter what happens, I know that my family is there for me, that House Viking stands strong. History will be kind to us, for we intend to write it, I whisper under my breath. I will treasure this thought. I'm not giving him money, because I am greedy. After this, we'll probably do hired muscle. Here comes their army again. Going for Gotland! What's the garrison like here? 46, so it's almost double what I had when I fought it. You are actually able to siege that, so you know what, I'm going to fight you to make sure that you can't take that, and then I'm going to sail over here. I'll let you deal with the besieging. That's right, get out of here. We speed things up again. Is after fixes some border gore gone, or is it still present? I don't think it was ever the point of CK to not have border gore. Nope, no escape for you. Even though I have the disembark penalty. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a pretty easy fight. And yes, I would love to have a martial lifestyle perk. Thank you. I'll take organised march to make us even faster. Lovely jubbly. Meanwhile, we're at 92% with even more armies disembarking over here. Stop trying to take that port. Trying to kill Vratislav. Drogo. Why you do this? Why? Go to jail. You have no money. Vector comes of age. I'm proud to see my child is no longer a child, but an adult. As an active and enthusiastic child, it's no surprise that Vector has done well in his studies of war and combat. He has shown great aptitude in both battle tactics and the management of armies. He will make a fine commander one day, I am sure. Tier 3 combat. Okay, 20 prowess. That's pretty good. Vengeful, brave, and arbitrary. This could well be our next character. Shall see. Made a friend, Brody. Nice. That's right. Get out of here. Pedagogy, Frody's gone better. 97%. This war is all but over. There it is. 5 ducats. No, 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 no. That's not how mercenaries work. Wait, I even have to travel home? I'm in the army. Oh, you can just straight up switch sides? Hang on. Fortunately, as soon as that falls, the war is over, so I'm not going to have time to switch sides and fight them. Language learned. Success. Accomplished. 1, 2, 3 months to return home. Never mind. I have no commanders because they're all on the ship home. Yeah, I didn't get paid. Dangerous. Dangerous. Yeah, we were paid by a kid. The thing is, the kid. Brittany? Huh. That's wild. Dig deeper. Show me the dukes. He has a regent who very much does understand what mercenaries are. Scrape the barrel. Oh, come on! This is 3 in a row now! 84% chance of success. We failed 3 times. I really want to make this an invasion. I absolutely could. Oh, we have a lot of duchies. France is having problems. Mordred will remember this. Hang on, Mordred will definitely remember this because Mordred is about to do this. You have been marked. Jarl Einar. You pay your mercenaries. Pay ransom. See, this guy understands. Ooh, we took the queen. We're earning ducats. We'll get her back eventually. You are very, very wealthy. You're still not paying me. Alright, I'm going to send her back a changed woman. Convert! Plenty in common. Life in close quarters tends to magnify relationships, good and bad. Fortunately for Sinwallen and Grassus, their common interest in obeying a duly appointed laws of the land, indeed any land, has proven to be a bonding agent. Cool. Hire as mercenaries. Hjartvarder of Norway. I have no reason to feud with you. I really don't care. You are forgotten to me. It's going to piss him off even more. Right, so you're fighting against Bergslagen. You're down to just 1,000 men. Most of your army is dead. You were stack wiped somewhere. And it wasn't by me. That wasn't Norway. But I understand why you want mercenaries. Because they do have 2,500. So yes, I will join this. Especially as you're going to pay me 100 up front. Oh, and you're going to pay me 200 right now. Perfect. Ka-frickin-ching! Before I go, let's get some provisions. You could get 500, 400, 100. Hold up. Go. Nice one. And you're occupied, so we can't actually go to the tribal holdings. So in that case, let's just raise our armies and go fight some stuff. Cannot raise the army because it's occupied. I'm not occupied. It's just Novgorod that's occupied. Fine, go next door. Raise the armies! There we go. Is that so hard? These are over here. Why are there armies over here? A follower's heart. Kalfana, 24-year-old. He's not terrible. Sweet Paul. You can afford this yourself. Always losing all of their armies. Fantastic. Well, I guess that's why they hired me. I am in charge. This is in the plains. Perfect. Opponent has recently... Oh. 12 days. It did get me while I was recently disembarked, but we're still going to win the fight, but we took a lot more casualties there than we should have. Did we? Yeah, we took 87. Should have been 8.7. What are the house guards? Alright, let's go... None of these places have any gold. You do. Schema Camp. Armgrimmer. Somebody's planning to kill Armgrimmer. It's not a member of my family, therefore I don't care as much. However, one thing I do care about is spending some of my gold, because I'm rich! I'm attempting to get the level 4 pavilion. %5 more toughness. Upgrade the barber's tent. Keep the income coming in. Yeah, actually, I kind of like that idea. Let's upgrade the barber's tent some more. Armory break-in. Good, Frody, good. Those accursed children, my son Frody and his compatriots Narvate, were caught red-handed, having snuck into the armory. Don't they know weapons are dangerous? One of the servants caught them in the act. Narvate was crying and bleeding on the floor, while Frody simply played on with his stolen axe. Apparently Frody didn't want to stop having fun, because Narvate messed up. What will become of that boy? Oh, I can beat arbitrary out of you and make you honest. I'll make an honest boy out of you yet, boy. Let me show you how this axe really works. Sergey coming in with a 31 month prime resub. Thank you very much for that, Sergey. And also Asman coming in with a new follow. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us. There we go. Farmland has been taken. Move down to Dahl, which only has 3 loot. You have 19. That's... So we could go and liberate Vestfold rather. Let's do that. Scheme at camp. Ament is planning to kill Armgrimmer. Could you, not? Oh, the Norwegians are on their way. I'll wait for you. Oh, Norwegians going a different way. Where are you going? Moving to besiege Dallabergslagen. Can I... There we go. They don't immediately follow here, do they? No. Let's go ahead and lift the siege. Maybe they'll come join us. We'll win this fight on our own anyway. Easy peasy. Stack wipe. Let's go. Lost 86 again. But they lost the entire army, so I'm okay with it. Oh, we did lose a champion. Gormer wants to be ransomed. Scheme at camp. Somebody's trying to kill Tora. Could you stop doing that? Meanwhile, let's go and take Dahl. Someone's planning to kill me. Batten down the hatches. Double the guards. Also, I really need to get these guys taught. Barber's tent completed. Nice. Are there any good upgrades? Torturer's tools, but I don't really do torturing, so no. Could bring you to level 5 for that 1 ducat a month. This allows an extra heavy cavalry regiment. Right, we could also get the ample steeds. You know what? I like that idea. Getting the able porters would also be good. So there are multiple reasons to upgrade the baggage train. The campfire doesn't do anything as interesting. Improving rounds, we can't tell. But we're not using any of the extra soldiers. It's mostly about the soldier type. So I think I might... let's do the barber's tent for the extra money. And then maybe the baggage train after that. And hopefully once we've won this siege, this battle will be over. 15 months! That's 2 years! Hang on. Alright, I think I'm just going to go ahead and assign people to you two now. Oh wait, now I can assign people even though they're in the army. That's slightly irritating. Maybe it was because they were fighting a battle previously. Bula. Go ahead and educate that one. And you are learning to be a steward. Oh, okay. Of which bosun would be the best. Or me. My stewarding isn't terrible. You know what? Do it myself. Prince Archbishop Gormakan. Salzburg. Oh, I think I captured you. Yeah. Alright. You can relax the defences, he's miles away. Kadima died, Barber's tent's completed. That was the previous Barber's tent. Right, and because I'm greedy I actually make it earn more money. Norse Band of Suderland, they are hostile. And there's the victory. I got another 50 ducats. Lovely. And now the King of Norway owes me one. Who is... Ah, you're a zealot! Stop being zealots. The kid isn't. What about you, Brittany? Tolia the Insane. You are also Morsatru. I cannot convert you, though. Alright, send the troops home. Ooh, there's a tournament going on. Yeah, I can get there in time. Let's go. Tiger, so I don't need the Pathfinder gear. Which means I can stylize instead. Let's go. Travails of a cook. I don't think we're being unreasonable, snarks the cook, who presumably drew the short straw and coming to speak with me, waving an arm dismissively at the surrounding terrain all the while. Out here in some remote, forsaken hell forest, so far from life that we cannot even stock up on some of the little luxuries that make the food bearable. I sigh, weary of the conversation already. I wonder which of us will break first. Probably find something. Just go searching. Tournament arrival. I arrived at the site of the tournament here in Polotsk. Though not all of the revelers have yet arrived, throngs of people wander through the colourful surroundings, all looking forward to the forthcoming display of skill and prowess. There is no time to lose. I must begin preparing. I must be a victor at absolutely any cost. Okay, so right now there is a recital. Which I guess is a wits thing, which I'm not very good at. There's the artisan quarters where we might get something nice made. Knightly fanfare. You're gonna win this! My nephew Harold exclaims. It'll be trivial, like when he commanded and won the Battle of Verdun against Duke Richter of Nordgau. You're much too noble a lady and impressive to fail. It was good to know my champions have my back. You're unstoppable! Unfortunately, I can only do one of those every 20 days. Okay. My daughter Holmfrieda and little friend Ruta have taken a copy of the heroic sagas from my study and brought it to the playroom. They spent hours trying to understand what was written on the pages, talking about Sif and the many mysteries of the divine. Holmfrieda seems to have developed a deep respect towards the words of the Morsatru and faith. Good. Keep doing that. Morsatru is important for us. Counter-control popular opinion. Pray for victory, test your faith. Reduce stress. Progress to victory. Get weaponry. Let's see if there's some decent weaponry here. Browsing the wares on display at the tailor shop, I spy a carefully wrapped package among the piles of garments and sundries. The tailor happily opens it for me, carefully untying the leather bindings to reveal an exquisitely embroidered crest. The Vilkopi crest. Do me a favour, burn it. Listen, I'll take these with no word of it. I want a Viking crest. What does that do? Gives me renown. Oh yeah, I want that. Then after this, I think I'll go to the tourney grounds to see if I can get some training. Go, Spring Blossom, go faster, I hear a woman's voice echo across the grounds. I look up to see a small thing hurrying through the sky like a little bolt of lightning. Soon enough, it swoops down towards the finishing line. Bah! You must have cheated! Your bird cannot fly that fast, just look at her! She's shaped like a brick, an angry loser shouts, with the winner looking smug. Learn a thing or two from this, gain some falconry. Excellent entertainment. Do have some stress. Must take a lot of preparation to do this. Let's do that one. 17 days till it begins. So what is the recital? Will be revealed at the end. Spectator participates, and we are definitely participating. A poetry competition in which each contestant publicly recites a poem written for the occasion is judged against all the other entrants. We apparently have excellent wit aptitude, which has gone from 1 pip to 5. Oh, I guess the +2 from event preparation. Greatly increases hostile wit trait experience. Yes, I can imagine that. The entrants mill around the main tent, warming up vocal cords and memorizing stanzas as the crowd fills the amphitheatre. A newcomer called Rurik, heretofore unknown amongst the poets and the bards of Polotsk, has garnered much interest this year. My ears pick up as my name is mentioned, drifting across the gentle breeze. It could be a good sign, or a bad one. Time to show the world my skill. Should place a bet. Oh, I didn't look at the guess, so I don't actually know how I rank compared to the others. Although I have maximum wit, so let's please a little bit of a bet. Peering at the bookie at the tavern's dim light, I ponder the stream of odds. He shouts over the heads of the milling punters. Captain Mordwin is recital favourite, 4-1 on Captain Mordwin of Mordred's Magisters. I'll bet on myself. It only takes a line of verse before the moment starts. Freydis is up on stage, quite brazenly reciting lines from a popular local ditty. Discontented grumbles amongst the crowd begin as she continues. Something doesn't quite add up, I muse. Surely Freydis wouldn't be familiar with that song, being as she is of Norse stock. A small memory jumps to the forefront of my mind, unbidden. The labourer who had constructed the dais had been whistling that very tune earlier. Back on stage, Freydis meanders to a verbal halt as the crowd explodes with jeers. A few choice vegetables raining down on her as she shields herself from projectiles. So she was tricked, I guess. Boo! Don't think I'm that worried about Freydis. No, not really. Not her fault. I also lose some stress for doing this. 99% chance, so I'll definitely fail. Successfully persuade the crowd to calm down. Trumpets blare, the masses whoop and holler. I ascend the recital dais, waving. A hush falls as I take a heroic stance. My chest puffs as I spread my arms wide. I open my mouth. It's dry. It's very, very dry. I try to speak, but words won't come. Hundreds of eyes stare upon me. Why can't I speak? A knot in my stomach unknown mere moments ago tightened sickeningly. The throng's mutterings gather pace. Intrigue and diplomacy, 83% chance of increasing slightly. Look, a three-headed monkey! They don't fall for it. Night begins to fall on the scene, but torches light the competition as it continues. I talk to myself under my breath, readying my lips for the next round as I reminisce upon the happenings so far, like when I had to deal with a bout of stage fright. I step forward to take my turn, ascending the steps to the dais. It is time for the final verse. A ditty about making money and living the good life. Regale the crowd, a tale of war and victory. Appeal to the higher power, or keep it simple, stupid. I think I'll go for the diplomacy learning challenge. Appeal to the higher power. After all, my father founded Morsatru. I finished my final verse, but the crowd hasn't waited for the ending. The cheers drown out my words. Flowers landing around me on stage as I make my way off. I'm winning! Victory is so close! There are precious few competitors left to go and even less time. It all comes down to this. I'm only 22% towards victory. One last verse. What's this? Ah, favoured contestants. Doesn't say how favoured though. What's your learning? 12, 5, 10, 8. Chieftain Wit. His name is literally Wit. 22. He is ill though. Freydis 10. Rurik 9. He was the unknown guy. So I think Chieftain Wit is my main opponent. Alright, one last verse. Completed the triumph intent. Oh, I won! I guess. Trumpets sound! The crowd clamours. Competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over and someone's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all, some truly spirited competition, we have our final three. In third place, the gutsy Freydis. Coming in a close second, Hive Chieftain Trifon. That, of course, leaves us with the victor, Captain Mordred. I know I could win. I have proven my worthiness beyond doubt. Huzzah! My wit's actually gone down a bit. Oh, there's triumph. Alright, well, we did. So, huzzah! I actually won. So I won my wager. So I got my 5 ducats plus the 7 back. I won the kitty, which was 5 plus the prestige. I gained Lambic Virtuoso for 5 years, which is plus 3 diplomacy. Better at learning languages. And trait gain and Hastaluda goes up. As Freydis is a devoted landless knight, she donates her money to her liege. That's me. I gained Rhymer for 5 years, which is even more learn language. No, that was Freydis gained this. All qualifiers gained this as well. I gained the Lampic Virtuoso, which is the upgrade of that. Cool. Uh, 10 days until it ends. I can change my intent. My intent was always to triumph. Cool. We'll head home soon. The sun comes down on the final day of the tournament and the massed crowds begin to disperse. I find myself ruminating over the results. My mastery of verse saw me the worthy winner in the recital. I fulfilled my goal of winning a contest. I look forward to the next. I become the owner of a prize brooch. Prestige, independent ruler, opinion. That's quite nice. Attraction, plus 12 for glory hounds, and then plus 3% manpower. What a great occasion. And Sudislav gains 600 prestige. Somebody is planning to kill Sinwallen. Could you stop doing that? Stop trying to kill everyone. Right, there's the prize brooch. I did not actually mean to switch that out. I still want to use the signet ring. Yeah, for that +1 stewardship. Although, how's my equipment looking? Does some of this need repairing? Yeah, actually some of it does. Repair cost. Rabbit's paw. Which I am still using, so yes, I will repair you. 38 ducats. Ouch. Fine brooch, I am in fact using as well, so go ahead and repair you. The Pilgrim's Guide does give decent piety. And then maybe the Viking weapon too. None of that particularly cheap. I'm planning a playthrough where I started an adventure in 867 and tried to rule Britannia as an Islamic ruler and turn it all Muslim. Should I start as a Saxon or make my way over from Andalusia or something else? I mean, if you're an adventurer, you can basically do what I've been doing and just travel around the world until you are ready to start converting stuff. Like, kind of ironically, but we formed Morsatru with a little bit of console magic. Usually you can't reform a faith, but you can reform an established faith. Important distinction. But England, as you may notice, is in fact Morsatruan. I successfully managed to convert the English because of my good dealings with their kings. But now I'm trying to convert over here and it's rather more challenging. But I'm still an adventurer, I'm not landed. Speaking of which, let's scrape the barrel, get some more followers. Come on, finally! How is my culture doing with its technologies? Not amazing. I wonder if that's another thing. No, you have to be landed to get a culture. You cannot do that as an adventurer. Oh, Finland got independence from Denmark. Okay. Meanwhile, West Slavia just keeps on growing. Beefy Ghana. Saffarids are quite big. Did I ever set Guardians for the kids? Yes, I did. Go to town. It's fine. See who's up for recruitment. Cadfan? He's a winter soldier. Decent at fighting, though he is a zealot. Cisco, probably too old to be of use. Theodrata, same thing. So I'd say probably none of the above. What about Sneaky? 21-year-old Yemfira. She's a loyal, seductive lunatic with 30 intrigue. Bit too dangerous for me. I will hear a story or two. Oh, I know this one. Increase my diplomacy just for free? Cool. Well, not for free, it was 8 ducats. But that's basically for free. 31 diplomacy, that's my second highest stat. Nice. Oh, yeah, of course, I just won the recital. So I'm getting bonuses to diplomacy at the moment. Fair enough. Speaking of which, I have bonuses to learning languages, and I have just learned East Slavic. So maybe I want to try to learn Angelic or Saxon? Let's just search for Anglo-Saxon, not Russian. Mordred, can you teach me your language? It doesn't actually say what the language is, which is really annoying. I'm just kind of guessing here. "20 months. That's with my improved speed from winning the tournament. How is my brother doing? Oh, he's died. Earl Mordred of West Riding. Oh, he died. Oh no, it's North Riding that has that. Then there's your son, who's currently ill. He's only 11. But he does have claims. And he is the Earl right now. Okay. So he actually became landed. As long as he doesn't die. Nice. Which is probably why we were actually getting a little renown there for a moment. Meanwhile, Westlavia now has 17,000 troops. Oh boy, that's a few. Helksongi, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us. Thank you. Not messed around much with the adventure mechanics. I'll probably try and take the entire kingdom on fell swoop after converting it. Yeah, that's a completely legitimate way to do it. I've mostly not done that because I'm just trying to stay mobile and cause havoc in as many places as I can, which is a bit harder when you're landed. But if you have an objective, say, I want to take over this realm, then you absolutely can just go... Can't do it on you, but let's say... King of Novgorod. Oh, it's in his realm. Okay, let's see. White Ruthenia. Declare war, then you have the adventure invasion. So with the kingdom invasion, you just take their territory. But you do need to have a lot of fame to do that. Go for the duchy, though. One of these. But Let me just double check that you have changed ruler. Well, that's interesting. Except you're still high learning. Still can't make you convert, though. That's just straight up not an action I have, isn't it? For that, I am still missing Wandering Missionary. I think I need to switch back to these. I think I'm going to get hit and run because of the increase in damage to archers and heavy infantry, which we're going to get probably in a day or two, and then I'll switch to learning lifestyle again. Do you become a wanderer if you lose your last province rather than losing the game? I think you might be able to. I'm not 100% sure how that works, to be honest. I know it's a button you can press. I think it's basically one of the decisions. Also, I can go fishing to reduce my stress. You know what? Let's do that. Well, there's not a lot going on. Let's rent a boat. Money? And Tarenti, you can try. Pleasant fishing trip, but I did make a friend with my master bard. Cool. Is my camp steadfast? Yes, they are. Nobody there's a detractor. And the majority is still steadfast, so that still counts. And I got rid of my stress, most importantly. Tier 2 eyes in the shadows over there. A couple more stand with us. Who are you fighting right now? Polania. Not really possible for me to get there. You are being targeted by a couple of subjugation wars. That's not ideal. That one and that one being the most dangerous. What kind of numbers are we talking about here? Nothing that can't be beaten. Although all of this is forested. Although actually, I have Varangians. No, it's Huskars that are good in forests. I do have archers that are good in forests, but my cavalry would be useless. Still, I think it's a good opportunity to integrate myself up here, plus it's something to do. And you'll pay me. Martial lifestyle. Don't mind if I do. Let's get that hit and run for the buff to my heavies, which now have an attack of 107 and 73. Which is not something to be sniffed at. Let's go ahead and raise my armies. And what's that? Tiger. That's plains, though. Let's see if I can go and stand out here. Except that's going to be a river crossing. My spot! Move your accursed tent. Damn it, Marshal! This is my spot. Figure it out. Why is there no river crossing here? Why am I not in charge? Oh, because you're a forder. Ah. Okay. Okay. Or I could just chill here. Leave me in charge. And just guard the river crossings for when these guys decide to come after us. I like that idea more. And then that other war that you're in, claim. Do you want me to join you in that one as well? I can't. Okay. I may try to cross up here. This is Novgorod. I'm just going to have the defensive bonus. We'll watch where they go. Oops. No, oops. Too bad. We're going south. Go with. Ruin rambling. Yes. Search is pointless. Too bad. In that case, I'll go and take the fort. Oh, you're going after their army. I see the problem. Well, I'm about to catch their army isolated, so I'll just murder that. Guntherbert's trying to kill me. He's miles away. He's in Germany. How's he able to reach me? I'm in Russia. I move down here. I'm going to chase them across the river. Alright, yeah, across the river. Doesn't look like they're chasing at all. So I'll just continue sieging. 4 months, fine. Harold is scheming against Sinwellon. Harold. Don't do that. I like you too much. The food of Chieftess Malfrida of Tickvin's resident in Tickvin is excellent, of course. She's trying to bribe me, and I'm okay with it. Because it's money, and it's free, apparently. Definitely no hidden cost. Did I not want to change my focus back to learning? I do, if I can. Oh, I can. And yes, do it. So I really need to get down to wandering missionary. That is a... Oh, come on. I'm going to win this war and lose the other ones. Where's the capital of this zone? All the way down there. Okay. Toil and hard work. My daughter Holmfrida has been impressed by one of the champions. Become a diligent. Yes, that is good. I approve. I can pardon Harold. Harold, don't be stupid now. Pardon. Oh, just this. Yes, I would like to have 2 armies, please. Oh, here comes the big army. Frodi has come of age, a natural administrator from birth. It should surprise nobody that Frodi has come far in his studies of management of the realm. Not content with understanding the flow of wealth and people, he seems capable of predicting it as if by instinct. He always finds new ways of profiting off of it, too. Midas touched. Hell yes. Wait, you're Midas touched with an 8 stewardship. That hasn't applied yet. Right, we need to get you married. I don't think there's anyone eligible. In fact, I should also try to get you married off now. You are going to be easier, probably. What are you? Insightful thinker, and you are strong. Learning. Alexander the Heartless isn't a terrible match. I kind of feel like it should probably be one of you two. Let's go with Bula. And this is, of course, matrilineal. There we go. Alright, here comes their main army. This is in Tiger, which we are not good at fighting in. That is also Tiger. There is a river crossing here. They are starving, however. This army is a long way behind. They are coming straight for me. I'm not even sieging this place. Oh, let's look here. See if they cross the river. We'll thrash that army. We'll continue marching. Then we'll thrash this army. And we'll continue marching. In fact, you know what? Let's just stay here and thrash that army too. As we trudge down the road, the building hoves into view. The battered sign outside reads, "The King's Arms! In." I require lodging. No, you know what? Let's come to an arrangement. I can pay. Oh, you're running away. And kapow! Alright, Novgorod. Don't think you can lose that war now. Just saying. Who are we fighting against? Bjarmir. Way up there in the north. Plus 100% from battles. We do have a minus 64 from occupations. Well, okay, so what have they occupied? I'm going to assume... Because I wasn't sieging this back, so it must be these two? Occupied by Mantovurian host. Polotsk. Mantovurian host. Bjarmir. Here we go. This is where they are. Okay, so I need to head over here. Let's take this back. Don't go that way. Go this way. Nope, not that way either. Oh, that's... I have to take this first. So be it. Come on! 4 out of the last 5 have failed at 86% chance. Yatvader has many secrets. Okay. Gunthbert stopped considering me a nemesis after the feud between us ended. Good. And I learned a language. Let's send them a letter. 99% chance of success. I've learned Angelic. Cool. What's next? Frankish? No, Saxon. Do I have anyone in my camp that is from Saxony? I do. And Ilof, you'd be a good choice. See if I can convert you first. Yay. Teach me your language, please. Thank you. Anyway, these battles, details, details, details. I lost nobody at all, even though I was not in my familiar terrain. And this one, I again lost nobody and killed 2,000. Oof. In that third battle, I again lost nobody. Bit of a slaughter. Oh, have we finished this war? No, things have just been retaken. Oh, Estonia split. okay. So I can march up to Pudoj and start sieging that. Somebody is planning to kill Harold. Could you know? Oh, it's you who's discovering these. Okay. So the second is basically a spy master. Good to know. With your three intrigue, I'm kind of amazed that she's discovering anything. Budo is scheming against. Try to kill my family, I kill you. It's just how it works. Unfamiliar rations. Sounds like an opportunity. A deep and endless hole in my heart. Tolo is a constant companion and confidant, and to have him ripped from my life feels like a mortal wound from which I will never recover. My hand clasps the note he gave me, the last note he will ever give me, I realise bitterly. I try to read it, but all I can do is move it away from my face so the precious words contain it are not washed away by my tears. I will never forget this day. I have no stress, thankfully. I do have some catharsis from somewhere. That was my brother. We are the last one standing. Bled to death, heart failure, fatal apoplexy. 62, 58, 60. Compared to Mordred, you guys are not living very long. Victory! I was paid 77 ducats because I got the contribution. Oh, welcome, Novgorod. I could go get some provisions. I think I shall. Send out the hunter. Well done, Harold. And then, sure, may as well go into town. Volslava is a lunatic. A very, very, very diplomatic lunatic. Afaya is possessed. And Yevpraxia is a drunkard. It seems to be the one to have the best fun. I will pay for Yevpraxia. That's everything. Because we have you, who Midas touched, and the woman that we just got is also really high stewarding. So that seems like a really good match. Checking not matrilineal. There we go. Excellent. A bit of a stewarding powerhouse, those two. Meanwhile, a tournament. We could go and join that. Wait, what? White Rus and Novgorod have been swallowed up by the West Slavia host. How are they doing this? They're not conquerors. What the actual hell? They have 20,000 troops now. And the guy is an absolute idiot. If that goes boom, that will be something. This is gonna go boom. He's 56 now. So is your kid. Your kid's gonna struggle to hold this together. I don't even know how you're doing it. But we saw Frankia break apart. I'm sure Westslavia will too. He fits the evil zealot archetype. Yeah. Alright. Scrape the barrel. Finally. 2 out of 6 successes. Alright. Are there any contracts near us? There's just the tournament. I kind of want to leave this area. Like, every time I come up here, I'm like, oh, full of hope that we're going to achieve all of these things. And I get here, I'm like, huh. Can't really do much. Whereas down here, I can make an absolute fortune. Except, plague is happening again. England, you still Morsatru? Yeah, you are. Excellent. Go to England, see if I can help my relatives. I don't think they really need help. Warlike courtier. Spent at least 5 years living in a rowdy, warlike court populated by warriors and tacticians. Court type trait. I have not seen those before. Interesting. Yeah, I am really tempted to join this tournament. It is something we are pretty good at. Move to a place and set the air up for success. Maybe. Kind of depends what our next objective is going to be. I guess Paderborn again. I mean, we never really tried that hard to get Paderborn and the HRE converted. We could also go back here, except you're a zealot. You are not. So we could try to convert Brittany. Except, of course, we're going to need to actually get Wandering Missionary for that. And ideally, Defender of the Faith. I don't know how our kid is going to manage this. Whoever we decide to make the heir. Because currently it is Bergthor. Don't think our heir should be Frody. Bergthor is a good choice. Honfrida would be a good choice, and Alvor being strong would also be a good choice. Another bodyguard. Thankfully, we have several excellent options. Let's make Bratislav. Hard. You guys have been in jail for a while. You would actually not be a terrible one to convert. Would not be ransomed. And Nishkapaz. Another one that's not terrible to convert. Done. Giving all these prisoners the option to basically fight for their survival. Seems to work okay. Does mean that we have an excellent cadre of champions. So Harold remains the top one. A strong giant. That's just so scary. A strong giant berserker, no less. He's also a drunk. Like, this is Probably the ultimate Viking. The only thing he's missing is the Viking trait. And that's only because he can't get it, because we can't raid as mercenaries. I think maybe we try to move back to Brittany. Try to get this guy to convert. Again, I can't convert. The only thing I can do right now is take contracts. Yeah. What are we gonna do when you take over? Because you're not gonna have that learning background. You're not gonna be able to convert people. You are going to be a pretty wicked commander, though. Oh, I pardoned him already. Let's see if I can get some more provisions cheap. I could just straight up steal them. 95% chance of success. But no, I'm going to try to make them cheaper. Success. Good. Alright. Well, we have 3,000. Is that going to be enough to get me back to Hamburg, which seems to be my favoured settlements location? We are 100% sailing. It's going through a lot of forests. But it costs only 2,000, so yes, we can absolutely do that. What phase are you lot in? Where can I see it? Where's the Iberian struggle shown? Opportunity phase, and they've just started the opportunity phase, so no. Despite the name, there are no opportunities for us to make a quick buck there through wars. France, however. France there might be. Might be able to try to get France to become Morsatru. Oh, you're only 15. I was like, wow, these are terrible stats. But you may actually become learned. And this is all if I actually manage to get down to Wandering Missionary in time to actually convert anything. Health is still fine, but we are a bleeder, which does mean that our life expectancy is going to be reduced. Mordred, we are not. Or we just go down to the Byzantine Empire. Although last time we did that, we did take an absolute megaton of damage. Yeah, right, let's go to Hamburg, see what the options are. When in doubt, Hamburg. Gonna go by sea. Say that's the quickest way. I say you're wrong. And I was right. I'm assuming you can't sell through here. Oh, you can. Hold your horses. But I can't tell you to go this? No. Do need the wilderness kit to get through this bit. There is a 40% chance of danger here. So, how about we don't go that bit? We go through Ladoga instead. Yeah, slightly more expensive, but way safer. Alright, let's go. This region was a bust again. I think this area is really easy to settle in. But just meddling in their affairs is really difficult. Ooh, gained 15 ducats. Nice. Henrik Carling Moorsbach. You're a cadet branch of Carling, which is Charlemagne's house. Interesting. Courtier comes of age. Vitaus. He's not very good, but cool. Alright, loads of contracts immediately spit out here. What's this? Stand with us. Utrechten conquest of Pravia. There are no other stand with us contracts here. Greater work of learning. We are incredibly learned. How much would you pay me? Not a nice qualified. Up to 150. Artifact delivery. That's usually a guaranteed payout. As long as it's not crazy far. You know what? I'm actually kind of okay with this, and what I might even do on the return journey, let's do a touch of sightseeing. Huh? Oh, missing one. Genoa. Three significant danger zones. Which are all here. Mountains. 100% chance of danger. Mountains and man-eating monsters. So what I'm hearing is after Pavia we should go to Monaco. Then after Monaco we should go to Nice. There we go. Much safer. Kind of wondering if maybe we should go in here and round. So this was Pavia, so let's get rid of Pavia. And instead, after Verona, we go to Pavia. There we go. And then back round to these. Not the most optimal, but we see everything. It's only a couple of months. We actually make it back in November. That's not too shabby, considering how much stuff we are seeing. Alright, let's go. The martial contest. As we pass through Brookstute, we hear a loud yell and stumble on an ongoing tussle between two men. So I can jump in and try to fight these guys. Come on, Harold! You got this! I can do it myself. I'll do it. I wouldn't do it. Schema discovered. Ghazi is planning to kill Angrama. How about you don't? I am known for my dedication to the faith. Excellent. Learning from example. Okay, so this is Alvor, who is the strong girl. She's martial. So diplomacy and martial. Learning and prowess, or learning and diplomacy. Probably the hunt. She's more about fighting skill than actual strategy. A touch of romance. My latest work of my acquaintance, Methild, has become all the rage at the court of late. The piece deals with feelings of love and romance, and has been publicly declared to me. How very heartfelt. Something for a quest. Rival's End. Oh, you're fighting. What I was trying to do was go to here, here, give provisions. Alright, Rival's End. The dead of night, the camp in Trubending. I step out quietly. What was that sound? Trencard. Oh man. You're our husband. Teach me how this works. We're a team. It's fine. As long as you don't get caught by anyone but me. It's just one of those little things a couple can share together. It's just a little spot of murder. By Odin, there's been a murder! Who had wished death upon the perceptive Vladislav, and why were they so brutal? My follower Dobromila continues. Yes, indeed, who would ever dream of doing like this to poor, innocent Vratislav? Oh, I could use this to go after Dobromila, but Dobromila's actually been really good for us, so we're not going to go over her. Telltale work of a boar, no doubt. Hey, I gained some more intrigue as well. See, teamwork makes the dream work. There are Catholics amongst us. In the Morsatru faith, we observe our own rituals and our own beliefs, but we still hold Christianity above all other religions and express a kinship for their beliefs. Countess Constantine. Yeah, curious to see this. Sure. A band of two passing through the back alley in Ariva. I see a lonely child and a dog sitting in a corner behind a small wall. Here you go, Vala, she tells her. Have some... Oh no, I'm greedy. Don't have time for you filthy orphans. Oh, yeah. Religious camp. Gain piety for every follower of my faith when we are steadfast. Which is going to be a lot of piety, because we are definitely steadfast. It's gone from like 3.3 to 21.3. So yeah. Ah, okay. And there's job done. And now the grand tour can begin. Land of milk and fish. We could spend a few days. I'm okay with this. Get some more resources. Also, I can probably scrape it down a bit. 83%. There we go. 3 out of 7 successes. Not that I'm counting. At the edge of camp, my path takes us back to the camp's edge, where the shouts and screams of children at play draw my attention. Elvor is leading others in a mock cavalry charge. Go on, explore. I have successfully learned Saxon. Good, seeing as we're now operating in the Saxon lands. French. Do we have anyone from France among my followers? We do. Neither of you particularly smart, but I'll try to learn from you. 19 months, very easy. I wish learning languages was this easy in real life. Still trying to get Swedish. Schema discovered. Barbara, daughter of Duchess Richardis, is planning to kill Tora. Okay. True aim. Teeming with all manner of wildlife, Beck, Tora and I agree that Padua would be a splendid place to go on a hunt. 85% chance of winning the bet. Do it. Truest aim. That was fun. Thank you for the free money. Ditch! I hear Sophia shout out in panic. Soon thereafter I hear a loud cracking sound, like that of wood breaking. Skitter, we're gonna be late. Visited the most serene Republic of Venice. It is nightfall, and a man is hard at work when we arrive at the cereal field south of Polsine. He appears to be flattening crops at a rapid pace using a large flat piece of wood and heavy stones. I frown as I watch the man performing his labour, then inquire as to what exactly he is up to. He winces, then starts on a long rant about how we all need to wake up and meet our true masters instead of hiding behind the false Christian teachings. I take a few steps back in surprise. Okay. Notice that Dobra Miller avoids me more than usual. Gisela, you show Dobramina how this works. Oh, Dr. Miller actually left. Didn't mean to make her leave. Oh well, she's been picking enough fights for long enough. Sigismund, the local captain, a few of his officers greet my entourage and I as we enter the military camps of Siena. Quickly dismount, eager to inspect the local barracks, positively brimming with activity. Wouldn't mind some sparring, can gain some martial. That's tempting. Let's do this one. Martial increased. A bad crossing, burned crops, barren fields, the spoils of war. Our pace gets faster after we see the first corpses. The only possible path passes by an army camp. I look behind us. There's no other way. I nod at my guards, they nod back, tightening the grip on their swords. An army commander stands at the entrance to the camp. Allies to the enemy, huh? He asks, scratching his nose. Care to spare a prisoner? He's clearly pointing at Bratislav. Look at our banners. We're clearly not your enemy. Prowess challenge against Ramundu. 95% chance of succeeding, and everybody in my party likes this. I win the fight. Get out of my sight. Roma, Caesar's Needle. At a distance, the city of Roma is a forest of towers and a maze of stone buildings. As we approach, the scenery shifts. Ruins of monuments, walls, ancient churches coexist with farms and grazing animals. As we stop before the great obelisk, a local recounts that the top Julius Caesar's ashes rest in a small round box. In death as in life, Caesar is elevated above all Romans. My captain Janus adds that we could probably use this opportunity to learn about the city. Contemplating the fragile nature of life. I must learn more about this city. Well, let's not waste any time. City planning would be nice, but not really useful for us. Contemplation, learning and piety, stewardship and stress. Or I gain diplomacy permanently. Janice and I discuss life and death. Gained the gravitas perk. Stress lost per level of fame, 10%. Steadfast camp temperament now grants scaling. Something. What's that? Is that here? No, it's a perk. Gravitas, there it is. Steadfast Camp Temperaments now also grants a scaling personal scheme phase length bonus of 25. Okay. So doing contracts and things would be a lot easier. An adventurer landed. Petty King Varn took Aquitaine. Follower gains a nickname. Grassus the Stranger. As I am looking through the market stalls in Luni, I feel my purse strings cut. Despite my immediate reaction, the thief disappears into the crowd. Only through pure coincidence, one of the guards sees the man as he heads into the back alley. "Stop, or I'll have your head!" one of my guards shouts at him, and the thief turns around, giving us an angry, shifty stare. I have a job for you, and you can consider that your first payment. These guys are usually quite good. Yeah, he is. Welcome to the team. Wait, I can demand my followers convert. I've realised it's been a while since I last checked the religion of my people. I should probably do that. Religion, not Morsatru. Because there are actually quite a few of them. Couple who may. Okay, actually, higher chances than I thought when I was first going through that list. They were so low. 2 failed, 3 failed, 4 failed, 5, 6. That's roughly what I expected. Visited Genoa. Marshal gaining some skills. Still after the learning though, need to get Wandering Missionary. But then I can only convert those who are cynical. I need to get Defender of the Faith to get anyone. Fortified knowledge. The high altitude and the brisk air of Nice has a very refreshing quality as we traverse the local hill fort. The soldiers in the valley below appear to be practicing some rare type of training technique I haven't seen before. What are you doing? 80% chance of gaining Rough Terrain Expert. I don't actually want Rough Terrain Expert. Frody, however, could. Sure, that one wasn't. Ah yes, I can ask Aldebrecht for something. Give me provisions. Thank you. Thing I basically always need the most. Danger! A fire in the night. Let's see if we can put this one out. It is stopped, although at cost. Nishkapaz was wounded. As we continue through Vizon, my eye catches an elaborately decorated tomb. I don't think we'll ever be back here, so yeah, let's loot it. A keen eye, Holmfrieder enjoyed the latest feast. Of all the things, she could not stop talking about the rich clothes and glittering gold she saw. She remained greedy. Excellent. Let's take a rest. Use some more stress. Works for me. Plenty in common. I will try to encourage them. I succeed. Visited Chuni Abbey. We're almost back. And we're converting a whole bunch of people on the way. So we are definitely leaving a little bit behind as we go. Gained another level of fame. We're a paragon of virtue and exalted among men. Fantastic. And a learning perk. Wandering Missionary. Now we just need to get a prolific pilgrim visiting churches, radiant and defender of the faith. There's a stand with us. Almost home. I've granted a cadre of Hamburgian notables an impromptu audience on the road, a few moments to pay their respects. I find myself distracted by Gurley, my young followers acting as a translator for some companions, switching between languages and manners with nods and ease, fostering a lively exchange. From what I gather, the girl is growing into something of a natural emissary. I think that is a talent to foster. And there we go. Home sweet home. I want to double check my camp followers or marital status of being unmarried. There's only 3 of them. Oh, that are not Morsatru. Nope, there's more than 3. Let's do this by only adults. Freydis. Olaf Herbert is only 18. Bergthor is 22. Montefrontano. Well, seeing as we're back, to the pub! Alright, so we got Braggy, who's sneaky and prowess. We do kind of need that. We got Sigward, who is all round pretty good. An elusive shadow. He is an intelligent martial intrigue person. 42 years old, 24, intelligent. Ooh, a loyal administrator. Theodoric's also really good. And in fact, just because you're intelligent, I think we're going to go with Theodoric. Wow, you're expensive. Braggy's even more expensive. Theodoric, welcome to the team. Improved lifestyle. Okay. Let's see if there's anything of the craftsman. So we've got Adult Gar's Flexible Scale Mail, Norse Lamella or Norse Scale. The scale is the most expensive. Knight Effectiveness +6, Advantage in Planes +5. I think that my armor is better than that. Yeah. Injury resistance +8. Advantage in planes still +5. What about weapons? +10 on the mace. That's interesting. Because right now my sword is +6, so yeah, that mace is a big old upgrade. 81 ducats? That seems like a fine price to me. What about the accessories? What you got? No. There's a crown. +2 vassal limit. Don't want any of those. I will, however, make use of that mace. Okay, we've got the mace equipped. Just going to double check. Yes, I do. So my prowess is now 32 with a -17. Nurture. They say children react more than anyone else to the places they find themselves. So this is Elvor, who is the strength character. I definitely want your martial to be increased by 3. That is awesome. Alright, and then we can undertake some more of these things too. Duchess Hasala winning by 1. Hasala's 2000 against 44. Not entirely sure why you need me on your side then. you're not even at war. And then we have the Dutch. Arnfast is heavily outnumbered. Fighting against Leon. In Utrechten conquest of Pravia. What is Pravia? Really? Interesting decision, I guess. Well, we are back up to 1,400 troops. That's good. I can try to convert locals. Yeah, that not cynical is a -50. You really want to have Defender of the Faith to get rid of that. Then I would have a fairly decent chance of converting you with all of this, but as it stands, no, not really. Just kind of feel like we've been treading water a little bit with Mordred. I think because our actions over here were just so pointless. We should have just stayed here and just gotten richer and richer. Continue upgrading the camp. Oh well. Anyway, my voice is starting to hurt a bit, so I think I may actually call this stream here. And we shall play again tomorrow, so I hope you join me for that one. If you've enjoyed this, hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this and you would like to support the channel, then please do consider subscribing. It does help the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. Or if you're on YouTube, just subscribe. It's all there. Anyway, I have a Discord, which is where the community hangs out. They're a cool bunch, and it's always a pleasure to see some new faces there. So come join us. You'll be more than welcome. Details are in chat, or if on the uptubs in the description below. Good night and enjoy the summertime shift. Yes, Carnita, thank you. Europe does indeed change to summertime tonight at like 2 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, this morning. So yeah, bear that one in mind. I will be on with that time difference tomorrow. Cool, thanks everyone, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Crusader Kings, where we'll get up to some more shenanigans. If you have any ideas of things that we could try to accomplish, let me know in the Discord. That would be the best place to do it. I still broadly want to do religious-based things, but I'm really concerned that our heir is just not going to have the learning for it. So we need to think of something a bit more militaristic. I just don't know what yet. If we could try to get some more of the Vikings landed, not ourselves, but nieces and nephews, that might be something to go for. But they don't have claims or anything that we can press. And if we take land, we immediately lose the camp. I don't really want to do that either. Anyway, things to consider. Thanks everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then.